Hey, what's up guys? It's your girl Becky James. I'm back with another video. So today is going to be my Drugstore brown smoky eye makeup look. So first you want to take your concealer or a primer, whatever you use to prime your eyes. I'm taking the Revlon Colour Stay Concealer in the shade Light, and I'm just going to use this as a primer to prime my eyes for the eyeshadow. By the way, I'm really sorry if it's irritating that I keep on looking behind. I was using my mum's professional big camera for this, and I had a massive normal mirror that I'd normally use for my makeup behind the camera so I could see what I was doing. Now you want to take a flat shader brush, so this one is just a random one, I don't know where it's from, and now you want to take a brown eyeshadow, so I'm going to use the brown in the collection Work the Colour Eyeshadow Trio in the shade 1 Choc Chip. You just want a dark brown, but that can be buildable. So in this palette we're only going to be using the dark brown and that light cream colour, but you'll see why we're using that. So just pack your brush with the dark brown. And what you're going to do, you're going to put it on your lid, but not up to your crease. So if you have hooded eyelids, the way you can tell if it's going high enough is if you open your eye and you can just see the brown that you've just put on there and no other colours from your crease. So just put it on. It does not have to be neat. It does not, but it can't be super messy. And you only need a little bit, as even though this is a brown smoky eye, it is still for summer, so we still want it looking a little bit lighter. So now just do the same on the other eye. Okay, now you're just going to want to take a fluffy blending brush. This one is from number 7, and as I'm saying there, what you're going to do is you're going to blend the edges of that out, but you're not going to blend it so it completely loses the line. This is so you can still tell where the dark colour is, but having just that block line can look a little unnatural and a little harsh. So you just want to blend that out as much as you can. What am I doing there? Oh my god. So just blend it out until it looks effortless and almost kind of like ombre, but don't blend it out too much, otherwise you're going to kind of lose the dark brown on the lid that you need. So if you find that does happen, just go back in with your brown eyeshadow brush and pack the brown back on. Now I'm taking the Natural Collection eyeshadow in the shade Milk Chocolate, and this, by the name of the colour, as you can probably suggest, is a orange toned brown. Now I really love this because it looks really natural on. And with the same brush, if I turn the brush the right way around, you're just going to pick some up with the brush and you're going to softly blend this through your crease. This will help blend that dark brown even further while adding another colour into your crease. So do the same both eyes. Do not use too much, you only need a little bit. And guys, these eyeshadows are $1.99 in the Natural Collection and they are amazing, so you can go to Boots and go and get you that. And again, like I said, just go back in with your dark brown eyeshadow brush and just apply more if you feel that it's coming off. You don't want to overpower the dark brown and you don't want to wipe it away though. Now you want to take any of your skin based products. I have a BB cream and a foundation, which you can obviously tell is so my skin colour. That's my mum's, that's not mine. She's a lot darker than me. So the two products that I'll be using are the Garnier BB Cream Pure Active BB Cream. I just said that. And this is the Maybelline Dream Satin Liquid Foundation in the shade 21 Nude. I love this foundation because it does provide a decent amount of coverage, yet it still looks natural if you're not a twat like me and use your mum's foundation. So I'm taking a pump of that and picking it up with my number 7 foundation brush. But to make it a little bit lighter, I am going to put in my BB cream. This will add in more coverage, and also I love the finish that this BB cream gives off, so I'm just taking a little bit of that. It's still quite dark for me though, the colouring, and that's the lightest BB cream they do. But I just mix that in there, so as you can tell, it's very orange toned on the back of my hand, but with this eye look it looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do, so you want to do now is just apply your foundation how you normally would, all over your face, and yet Bex, they can totally see what you're doing. Well done, child. As you can probably tell, this is my first time with a big camera. And as you can tell, the difference is pretty big, so I do have to take the rest of it down on my neck. And now just start buffing in. I'm doing crisscross motions on my face with the foundation brush, and that is so that up close, if you look at me, you will not see any streaky lines from the brush. If you prefer the look of this foundation, or your foundation with your fingers, or a brush, or a beauty blender, or a wet sponge, whatever, just use what you need and just apply it all over your face. Make sure it's all blended in, and if you are like me using a foundation that is quite a few shades darker than your skin, you really want to make sure that you really blend it into every patch of skin on your face. I'm really sorry about me holding this mirror, that's terrible. Now I'm just blending it with my fingers to make sure that it is all blended. Now just take your concealer again, and what you're going to do is do a triangle motion underneath your eyes with your concealer, and this will highlight on your cheekbones, yet it will also cover a larger area. I'm also going to take this down my nose, on my forehead, in between my eyebrows, kind of breaking out there, on my chin, and also on this really annoying acne thing I have there at the moment. Oh, a little more underneath the eyes. Also a little on the Cupid's bow. And I think I'm a tiger. So I'm now taking the PS Love eyeshadow angled brush. This is from Primark and it's amazing. It's £1.50, so it's pretty amazing for a £1.50 brush. So I use this to blend up my concealer because I like the way it blends out, this Revlon concealer. This also kind of helps give the look of the lighter foundation. However, due to that pimple being on my cheek and right on the area where I normally will apply a bronzer, it doesn't really matter if I apply too much concealer there because the bronzer will help it out. Just going back in with the foundation brush to make sure it's all blended out for those bigger areas. As you can probably see, my skin has been pretty terrible lately. It's not been loving me, so yes. And also blend it up a little bit just to clean up the outside of the eyeshadow, unless you like it to be a bit more round around the edges. I personally don't, because I have quite round eyes, so it just kind of makes them look even more round than what they already naturally are. I'm going to edit the rest of this part out because you know it's like blending concealer. Now I'm taking this powder, which is in a moisturiser tub, but all it is my collection pressed powder, and this is in the shade 02 Tender Touch, and I'm taking my Studio powder brush. So it completely shattered in the pan, so I had to put it in this container. And again, this powder is darker than my skin, and that's because the lighting in Superdrug really tricks you. So I'm just going to be setting all that concealer and that foundation, making sure that it's set. Anywhere that I applied the concealer, I dab it over the concealer to make sure it's set, and then with the rest of the foundation I just brush it over, as it lasts pretty well on my skin. Now you want to take a small definer brush, as we're going back onto the eyes, and you just want to go back into that dark brown eyeshadow and load up your brush. And we're going to take this underneath the eye to create the smoky effect. So what you want to do, you want to get this as close to your lower lash line as you can, because if you drag it down too low, it will give you the opposite effect that you want, and it will also make your under eyes look really big and baggy, and that's not what you want. So brush it all the way into the inner corner, but when you get to the inner corner of your eye, apply a little less pressure on the brush so there isn't as much product going on, because we still want the inner corner to look a bit more light and fresh. And also focus this more on the outer corner of the eye to kind of create that it looks like you've used 3 colours on your lower lash line when you haven't, you've just used 1. Now take a blending brush and softly blend that out, but don't blend it where it looks kind of effortless. You still want all the colour to be there. Now I'm going to be taking this cream colour in the kit, and all it is a baby pink with silver glitter in it, and this is a Superdrug brush that was like £2. So I'm going to use this kind of as the base, and this will add a little extra sassiness to the look as it's got glitter coming right up close, you can see there. And you just want to put this into your inner corner, and if it goes on your lid onto the brown, do not worry about it, just slightly blend it together, but don't blend it too much because you don't want that light colour to become really dark. So that is what it looks like. Now you can just leave it there, but if you are like me and you have a tendency to rub your eyes even with makeup on, you might want to set it with a powder. So this is the Natural Collection eyeshadow in the shade Willow, and it's technically the same colour as the cream. It's just a baby pink with silver veining all the way through it. Well, not veining, but it's got silver glimmer all the way through it. And this, number one, makes the cream shadow stay in place, and also, but the cream shadow helps this eyeshadow really pop, and it looks really stunning. Again, $1.99. So now I'm just taking a random brush. It really does not matter what brush you use, and I'm just going to slightly start blending that inner corner out, as that is quite bright and quite heavy looking. However, if you like that, then sure, keep that, but for me, I do like to tone it down a little bit. Brush it onto the lower lash line as well, on the inner part. Eyeliner time. This is the NYC Brow and Kohl eyeliner pencil in jet black, and considering for how big it is and how it doesn't look big there because obviously I've had it for a long time and I've sharpened it over and over again, and for the price, and I think it's like $2.99, it's not a bad eyeliner, so I'd recommend it. But all you want to do with this is take this on your lower lash line and on your tights line. This will create an even edgier, smokier look to the eye look. However, if you do want to wear this for more of a daytime look, you can substitute the brown eyeliner for a nude or a white if you'd like that. Or again, you can use a brown, but I don't know, with my eye colour, it would just be brown overload. So yes, and on my tight line, if you're wondering how I do it, as you just saw there, I close my eyes and just run it across my tight line, and it goes pretty good. You also want to take it into your inner corner. The reason why is because it will make the white baby pink shade really stand out, because when a light colour is put next to a dark colour, the white colour instantly looks brighter. And just in case any of that black got onto the skin under the lower lash line, just take your brush again and blend it out to create an even smokier look. Eyebrow time. So this is the Barry M eyebrow kit in dark to medium, and we're just going to be taking the eyebrow powder, and with my PS Love dual eyebrow brush with the comb, and then with the slanted eyebrow brush, I'm just going to do my eyebrows. But first what I do, I brush them down, and that's so I can see the shape, like the top line of my eyebrow, and so I can really see what shape they're meant to be. And just because you guys have seen me do my brows before in other videos, I'm going to skip this part. However, if you do want me to do an eyebrow routine or something like that, then let me know down below and I'll definitely do that for you. Sorry about that, guys. My camera cut out for some reason there. Well, my mum's camera. But now the eyebrows are done, and yes, I know one is squared and one isn't. We're just going to deal with it. Now you just want to take a blush. Now you want to take whatever blush you have at the time, whatever suits your skin. But a rose pink toned blush would work really well for this look. So this is the Makeup Revolution blusher in the shade Sugar. And guys, this blusher is only £1. And I'm taking my Studio Angled Blush Brush and applying that to my cheeks. Not too much, because we don't want it to be like pink overload. You just want to kind of more make it look like you're naturally blushing. But I've never witnessed myself blush, so I don't even know what the colour of my cheeks look like when I blush. Now time for bronzer. Now the bronzer I usually use is the NYX matte bronzer in the shade Light, and that is what's in that little Carmex pot. It's just I broke it while using it the other day by dropping it on the ground because I'm a smart ass like that, and it all crumbled. So it's just in this little kit, and I'm taking this Claire's like blush slash bronzer brush. Yes, it's from Claire's. It works really well. I've had it from like the age of 11 or 12. I'm nearly turning 18 now. No guilt in that. So you just want to apply this in the hollows of your cheek, on your forehead, and underneath your jawline. So just do a 3 on the outside of your face. This is optional, of course, if you don't like wearing bronzer, or if you just don't like wearing bronzer. You do not have to do this step, but I like to, as I have a chubby face, so I like to make it sort of look like my face is not as chubby. Also on the forehead. Now, to spice up the look even more, we are going to do a highlight. So I'm taking this fan brush again from Claire's, it's from a nail kit, and I'm taking that Willow eyeshadow again, because guys, you can still use your eyeshadow as highlights. They work exactly the same if you just find the right one. So you want to load up your brush, and we're just going to apply this to our cheekbone. Look at that, this is a £1.99 eyeshadow, and look at that as a highlighter. Some of you lot are out there paying like 20 quid for a highlighter. This is £1.99, people. And I'm also putting a little bit on my brow bone. I don't want to go too overboard on the brow bone because I don't like it looking blinding on the brow bone. And a little bit on the nose as well. And just highlight the key areas on your face. Now it's time for mascara. So I'm taking Natural Collections Lash Length Mascara in the shade Black, and again I'm going to edit this up because you guys have seen me apply mascara hundreds of times. But basically I just coat my lashes from root to tip in the mascara. I am quite blessed with quite naturally long eyelashes, so I don't need to wear falsies. And also I've not found yet a pair of falsies I like and that are actually comfortable on the eye. I remember the first time I wore them, I ripped them off within 10 minutes of wearing them because they were so uncomfortable. So, if you guys have any good recommendations for false eyelashes from the drugstore mainly, link them down, or comment them down below, and I'll make sure to check them out. But yeah, I'm going to edit the rest of this out because, I don't know, I get really bored when people apply mascara. And also make sure you apply it on your bottom eyelashes. Now lippy time! So I'm taking the Kate Moss lipstick in 107. It's one of their most popular shades that they own, and it's basically just one of their most popular lipstick shades that they own. So it's just a raspberry purple shade, and it makes me excited, as you can tell. And all you want to do is put this all over your lips, but with a light hand, and this will just add a bit of a colour to your lips without being so bold. So just apply as much as you want. And then, yeah, you can also go for a more neutral colour if you want. But it completely depends on you and what you like. So just take your finger and blend it in. It makes it look more natural. And also it kind of stains it into the lips a little bit. And yeah, now you want to take a red lip gloss of any kind. This is the Balance Me Tinted Lip Balm, and it's from a Glamour magazine. And it's just a dark red shade, and just put this all over your lips to add a little bit more moisture back, as that other lipstick does have a matte sort of finish to it, so it adds a bit more moisture and a bit more shine. So this is the finished look. Just going to let the hair down, get all sassy. And I really like this look because it's really dark and dramatic for the nighttime and summer, but you can make it more neutral for the daytime. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and make sure you comment what video you'd like to see from me next. And yeah, I will see you guys next time with another video. Bye. Peace.